The words of N.R. Narayana Murthy. I have always enjoyed mathematics. It is the most precise and concise way of expressing an idea. Now let us define analytical geometry. Analytical study of geometry and the principles of algebra using the coordinate system is called analytical geometry. Analytical geometry analytical study of geometry analytical study of geometry and principles of algebra and the principles of algebra using coordinate system. Is called analytical geometry. A father of analytical geometry is René Descartes, French mathematician. Father of analytical geometry is a French mathematician. Is René Descartes. A French mathematician. A French mathematician. Analytical geometry is also called as Cartesian geometry. Analytical geometry is also called as Cartesian geometry in honor of mathematician René Descartes. Analytical geometry is also called as Cartesian geometry or coordinate geometry. In the coordinate system, let us study the coordinates of some points at now. The coordinate system, horizontal reference line is called as x-axis. Generally, we denote with x dash, whereas vertical reference line is called as y-axis. Generally, we denote with y dash. Intersecting point of x-axis and y-axis is called as R0. We mark equal distances from the fixed point, and those are the at a unit distance between 2 points. There is a unit distance to consecutive points on the axis. We represent OX is the positive x-axis, take positive numbers. OX dash is the negative x-axis, take negative numbers. OY is the positive y-axis, take the positive numbers. OY dash is the negative y-axis, take negative numbers. We know describing a point using an order pair. Here, let me take a point P on the coordinate plane. If I take the coordinates of P as x and y, x coordinate is x, y coordinate is y. What is the x coordinate? Perpendicular distance from y-axis to the given point. Let me write it as PA. Perpendicular distance from y-axis to the given point is called x coordinate. What is the y coordinate? Perpendicular distance from x-axis to the given point is called y coordinate. So PA length is x units, PB length is y units. Using this, we can describe the points on axis. Let me write the points on x-axis. Let me write these points as C, D, E, F, and some other point Z, here H, and some other point I. Here, let us write the coordinates of point C. What is x coordinate? Distance from y-axis to the given point is x coordinate. O to C distance is 1 unit. So that we can write x coordinate as 1. What is the y coordinate? Perpendicular distance from x-axis to the point is called y coordinate. That means x-axis to C means distance from C to C, that is 0. So we can describe C with the order pair 1 0. Let us see the point D at 2. C perpendicular distance from y-axis to the given point is x coordinate, so that O to D the distance is 2 units. So that we can write the x coordinate as 2. What is the y coordinate? Y coordinate means distance from x-axis to the given point. That is x-axis to D. That means D to D. As D already there on x-axis, so that distance from D to D is 0. That so y coordinate is 0. Like where coordinates of E are 3, 0 at 3, 0 at 4, 0. If the point Z at a distance of a units, then coordinates of Z a and 0. That means order pair A is 0. Like a way, let us write the coordinates of H. What is x coordinate? Perpendicular distance from y-axis to the given point is called x coordinate. First coordinate. So that distance is here. O to H is 2 units, but this distance OH is along negative x-axis, so that we need to write the x coordinate with a negative sign. So 2 units distance with a negative sign along, as it is along with the negative x-axis, we need to write -2. What is the y coordinate? Distance from x-axis to x-axis, that is 0. That means distance from x-axis to h. Already h, the point h is on x-axis, so that the distance is 0. h to h, the distance is 0. So minus 2 comes 0. So general form of the if the distance is if the distance here is some x units, then we can write minus x comma c. If it is at b, if it is at some c units distance, then we can write point as minus c comma 0. So we can observe y coordinate of every point on x-axis, y coordinate of every point on x-axis is 0. Y coordinate of every point on x-axis is 0. Y coordinate is 0. Let us write the general form of the point on x-axis. If here is a point, some j, if it is at a distance of x units from y-axis, then we can write it as x comma 0. General form of the point on x-axis is x comma 0 or a comma 0. General form of the point on x-axis is x comma 0, otherwise write it as a comma 0. If there is a line, I am taking a line parallel to x-axis. Let me take a line parallel to x-axis. This line is parallel to x-axis. And it is at a distance of k units from x-axis. Then how can you write the points? How can you describe the points on this the line parallel to x-axis? See, here I am taking these points as x, some p, q, or s, t, like that. What are the coordinates of q? Distance from y-axis to a point is called x coordinate. Y-axis to this point. Already q is on y-axis, so that y-axis to y-axis, q to q distance is 0. So let me write the distance as 0. Distance from x-axis to a point is called y coordinate, so that this distance is taken as k units, so 0 comma k. Next, the point r, coordinates of r. Distance from y-axis to a point is called x coordinate. Here q to r, here o to c is 1 unit, so that here q to r also 1 unit. Let me write it as 1 unit. X coordinate is 1 unit. What is the y coordinate? Distance from x-axis to a point is called y coordinate. Here, this as the given line is parallel to x-axis, the perpendicular distance is same. So that distance O to Q and here C to R same, that is K units. So we can write 1 comma K, 0 comma K, 1 comma K, 2 comma K, 3 comma K, 4 comma K. Here A comma K, or else we can write here X comma K. So that if we observe y coordinate is constant on a line parallel to x axis. If a line parallel to x axis, so that distance from x axis to that line is k units, then the points on that line in the form of x comma k. Now let us describe the points on y axis. Here in the coordinate plane, I am going to describe some points on y axis. Here at 1 there is a point A. Let us write x coordinate and y coordinate. What is x coordinate? What is the first coordinate? First coordinate, distance from y axis to a point is called x coordinate. Already the point A is on y axis, so the distance from y axis to the point A is 0. That means A to A is 0. So first coordinate is 0. X coordinate is 0. What is the y coordinate? What is the second coordinate? Perpendicular distance from x axis to a point is called y coordinate. So O to A, the distance is 1 unit, as this y coordinate is 1 unit. That means second coordinate is 1 unit. Let us describe the point B. Perpendicular distance from y coordinate to the point B is first coordinate. So that B to B distance is 0. Perpendicular y axis to B, the distance is 0. Perpendicular distance from O to B, x axis to B is y coordinate, that is second coordinate. Here O to B, the distance is 2 units. 2 units, so that y coordinate is 2. Like a way at C is 0, 4. You can write 0, 4, 0, 1, at 1, 0, 1, 2, 0, 2, at 3, 0, 3, and 4, 0, 4. Here, I am taking some points on negative y axis. E is on negative y axis at -2. Here, perpendicular distance from y axis to the given point is x coordinate, first coordinate. That is y axis to E, the distance is 0, as already E on y axis. That means distance from E to E is 0. What is the y coordinate? Perpendicular distance from x axis to the given point is y coordinate. So that O to E, the distance is 2 units. But OE along negative y axis, so that y coordinate should write with the negative sign. So that these 2 units write with negative sign, that is -2. Point E is in the is 0, -2. F is 0, -4. At -4, 0, -4. At -5. 0, -5. See, points on y axis 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. That is x coordinate is 0. X coordinate is 0. On y axis, x coordinate is 0. For the point, for any point For any point on x-axis, on y-axis, for any point on y-axis, x coordinate is 0. For any point on y-axis, x coordinate is 0. See, there is a point B. If we take the distance from O to D as B units, then it is in the form 0, B. Distance from x-axis to the given point is y-coordinate, that is B. O to D, the distance is B units. So that y-coordinate is B. What is x-coordinate? Distance from y-axis to the point, that is y-axis to D to D, the distance is 0, D. So that general form of the point on y-axis we can write as 0B, or in the form of 0, y. General form of the point on y-axis is 0, y, otherwise we can write as 0, b. General form of the point on y-axis. General form of the point on y-axis is 0, y, or 0, b. Now let us write the coordinates of origin O. What are the coordinates of origin O? Coordinates of origin O. Let us write. Let us write the x coordinate and y coordinate of origin O. It is very clear. Origin is lie on x-axis and y-axis both. To write the coordinates of origin, what is the x coordinate? Perpendicular distance from y-axis to a point is called x coordinate. Y-axis to O, the distance is 0, as O already lie on y-axis. So that y-axis to y-axis distance is 0. So x coordinate is 0. X coordinate is 0. X coordinate is 0. What is the y coordinate? Y coordinate is nothing but distance from x-axis to a given point. X-axis to a given point is called y coordinate. O, origin O is on y-axis. O is on x-axis. So that distance from x-axis to O, that means distance from x-axis to x-axis, that is 0. Distance from O to O, that is 0. So y coordinate also 0. Coordinates of origin O are 0, 0. So O we describe with the O with origin O we describe with order pair 0, 0. Origin O is lying on the both axes, x-axis and y-axis.